Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to take a look at one machine on the Vulnhub, which is FishyMail. The link will be added into the description section below. So if you want, you can download and play the machine. Of course, as you can see, the format is VDI. This is the virtual hard disk format for the virtual box, which we should take a different way to import it into the virtual box. If you have trouble to import this machine, please let me know in the comment below. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. Above all, we need to discover the IP address of the target, and we can use net discover to do this. As you can see over here, the IP address of target could be recognized as 152. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just cut out the result. As you can see over here, I use the option like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. The IP address has been changed. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3 open port. And as you can see here, the 3306 is used by my circle as usual. And this one, very unusual port number, is running SSH surface. So we need to keep this information into our minds as we move forward. Of course, this version is not vulnerable to any vulnerability. Okay? So what we are going to do next, I think we need to test whether this port number is running my circle surface, and also to check whether the target has weak credentials for the my circle surface. So we can use my circle client. The username is root, and we can specify the IP address of the target. Root as password. As you can see, received error packet before completion of TLS handshake. The authenticity of the following error cannot be verified. You know, a bit weird, right? So maybe we can use the browser to take a look at this port number. As you can see here, we can get a different error. The host is not, this is our Kali Linux, not allowed to connect to this malware DB server, which is fine, okay? So now what we are going to do next, it's obvious that we need to emulate HTTP service, right? Which is running on the port number 8080. And let's emulate manually first. And we can put the port number 8080. Okay, under construction, and we can check its source code, nothing there, and then we can check whether this side has robots file and has 3 entries. Maybe we can copy these 3 entries, and then we can take a look at all of them one by one, right? And next, I think we need to access the first one. Maybe we can copy this directory name. I need to remove the slash, and there's some pictures, and I think the 3 pictures, if you want, you can download all of the pictures onto the Kali Linux, as I did when I did the machine the first time, and then you can use some technique to analyze whether there is any interesting information inside in those pictures. However, I'd like to tell you, nothing like that we can get from these pictures, okay? So to save time of this video, I will not go through this process, okay, or this procedure, okay? And next, I think we need to take a look at this directory. Press enter, nothing there, right? And although here, I think the picture cannot be rendered properly, and we can check its source code. Maybe next we need to check whether there is some subdirectories under this, right? Because at this moment we didn't get anything from this directory name itself. But before we do that, I'd like to take a look at this one, the FishyMail directory. Press enter, and we got the notes. So Spam Bob, our friend, dirty. Someone really needs to take a moment to check his mail. We have a FishyMail problem on the system. So I think from these notes we can get possible usernames on the target, and we can copy this information onto our notebook. Maybe I can put some description. Here is the directory information, and this should be the possible usernames. Okay, and we can decapitalize the character, not this one, spam. Okay, and we can remove useless words. Okay, of course, now at this moment we don't know where to use this username. And so next, I think we need to do some directory enumeration. First of all, I'd like to use the nickel to do some. Okay, sorry, I need to specify port number, and because I always use nickel to be the first two to enumerate the web application automatically. Sometimes nickel can give us a lot of important information. But here, nothing like that we can get. And next, we can use GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. And we can put the IP address of the target into the here, and GoBuster directory extension option. Like, okay, I think I made the same mistake. I forgot to specify the port number. Now we immediately found this directory, and we can put in here the login. Okay, so meanwhile we can access this directory, and as you can see, we got the mail, and here we can try to log in as admin, and the password is admin as well. Try another login, and also we can check whether the target has. We can use the login bypass technique, and the password. Check mail. Try another login. Not successful. So next we can, this one we have already took a look at earlier. And so next, we can try to use, because now we have already got the possible usernames, and maybe we can create the username dictionary. And we need to put into 2 lines. And then we can use, maybe I need to get, for example, we can open up the inspect and navigate to network tab, and we can put something like admin and the password, and check mail. And as you can see here, over here, we can get the request. So then we can use the Hydra to crack. Hydra, we can use uppercase L to specify the username dictionary, and the word list. We can use the locu, and F when found the valid combinations of username and password, and then it will stop. Okay, and we need to specify the port number. This, if of course, if the port number is 80 or default port number, we do not need to specify this option, and then followed by the target and a protocol post form, and then we need to copy this login page, and then we need to get the request. We can copy, put it in here, user, pass, okay, and invalid or error message, which is try, right? So we can put try. Let's start cracking. Of course, I'd like to tell you we cannot make successful cracking or retrieval of the username and password. To save time of this video, I will not waste your time and then stop here. Okay. So now what I will going to do next, we need to go back to the directory enumeration. So we can use GoBuster. Next, I think we need to take a look at this directory, because just now we didn't find anything. We can copy and we can use the same word list, GoBuster directory, fire, and immediately we found this directory backup, and we can put it in here and then backup. However, nothing. So I think we need to make furthermore enumeration for the backup directory. Immediately we found this admin. However, nothing, right? And again, we can do the deeper enumeration, the admin files. So we found the files, nothing there, right? And then we can enumerate again files. Okay, as you can see here, we have already reached the file or page, and some text file, the info, and there's some message which is encoded, and we can use the command line to decode. And there's a message left by the author and blah blah blah, teenage sperm, where I don't think this information is useful. And next we can take a look at the file. So which one? Which should be the dir. And again, the message is encoded. We can copy and we can echo, tunnel to base 64, and we need to decode again. So we got some username and password for the mail login page. And of course you can use this information to try. For example, we can copy and go to the login page, and we can copy and Sandy login, but not correct. So next, maybe I can copy from the terminal to the notebook. Make mail login and put in here. So next, I can try to use this username and the password. Cannot work. And also try to use this one. And the password. Cannot. Doesn't work. And try to use this one. And the password. None of them can work. And next we need to check to, this list text file. So maybe text list encoded. We can copy. Maybe I can interrupt the GoBuster echo. Paste in. We need to copy and paste in here. So creation, blah blah blah, supporting, nothing useful. So next we can check employees text file. I think all information is encoded. Very funny. Should use the single quote. So we got some message. Of course, nothing interesting. So, just now we have already got the username and password, right? As you can see over here. Next, we can check whether we can use this credential to log in to the target via SSH, right? And you can try one by one. For example, we can copy and SSH. We can paste and the IP address of the target and also the port number, and we can copy. Doesn't work. Next, we can try to use the second set of the credential and the password. All right, we are logged in to the target. Great. So now we can check its information. Cat welcome and something. So can we navigate to home? However, no such file or directory. So a bit rare, right? And we can go to the root directory. So this is not a normal Linux distribution or not a typical environment of Linux. Just one directories and then one. Okay, there is SQL file. We can get out this file. All right, this is again encrypt or encoded. We can use the same way to decode. Of course, you also can use the subchef. As you can see over here, we got the decoded. This is the page, the PHP file. And even we can get, like username and encrypted passwords. And then we can use the, the like a crack station or John the Ripper to decrypt. Of course, I will not go through all of them. We can copy this one. And because I do not want to waste your time anyway, we can go to, this I have already copy and paste here. This is I think the password. We can paste. So the password should be this one. Next, we can try to log in with this user, new user. We can copy and paste it here. And the password. Okay, I think this time is more normal, right? The shell. And can we navigate to home? Yeah, we can. So next, I think we can, make local immersion to make lateral movement or privilege escalation. And we need to do some OPT, not here, var, the backups. I always permission denied, www directory. Okay, so maybe we can, upload the NimPair shell script to the automatic immersion. And I've already got this script ready. So next we need to upload this file onto the target. And we can press enter. And now we can go back and then we can use wget. Of course, wget is not there. How about q? Q is there, so then we can use q. And the IP address of the Kali Linux, port number, NimPairs, shell script. So couldn't connect to server. This time, normally by default, the port number of this module is 8000. This time we need to use the default port number, because maybe there's some firewall in place. So this time we can log in to download. Of course, we can remove this port number. This time can work. However, we need to save into the same file name. Yeah, no problem. And we can make it executable, and then we can run it. All right, it's done, and we can scroll back to see whether we can find the vectors which help us to elevate our privilege, right? So the SUID binary, nothing there. The username information. So we didn't find anything. Okay, so next I think we can check its kernel and release information. No such file. Next we can use the Google and to search the vulnerability. Of course, before do that, we locally have the search exploit utility open. We can copy maybe open BSD. Okay, and when I did the machine, I tried to use this exploit. However, this will not work. And however, if you use Google and to make some search, and you can get different exploit. I already opened up this one. I will also add the link into the description section below. So then you can download this exploit. And I think I've already done that earlier. I think it should be this one. And I think this is the shell script. Okay. And next we need to upload this file. We can copy the file name and use the current shell to upload. And we can use the same file name. And then we can make it executable, and then we can run it. As you can see, we have already switched or upgraded our shell to root user. Then we can get out the final flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.